What is going on, everybody? It's your host with the most, Riddles. I'm back. Brand new channel, brand new look. This is the official home of the Riddle Me This Podcast. My brand new venture, something I was wanting to kind of experiment with on my old channel, and it just never materialized into anything. But we're going to try it here. On YouTube, on a new channel for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope I can deliver. This is episode number 1 of the Riddle Me This podcast. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It is greatly, greatly appreciated on this debut episode of my new podcast, my new venture. Today, on this episode, we have Ouija Macc and him receiving praise in an editorial for his song and video for Ghost, which is going to be on his debut full-length psychopathic album, Gutter Water, coming out May 25th. So we got some news on that. Also, AMB, Muerte, release date and pre-order bundles. ABK, anybody Killa, on the Killa Features tour. We got some tour dates for you guys coming up. Also, the DCG Con 2018 Prize Plaques have been revealed. So we're going to get into all that. Just real quick, links in the description below. Follow me on my Facebook page, Twitter at Riddles Juggalo, which I'm never really on there, but I might start getting back on there more and promoting again. My Instagram, my Snapchat. If you have PlayStation, you can add me on there. I got PlayStation 4, so you can hit me up on that. Also, my new email for business-related things, if you want to do business with me, all you got to do is hit me up at the Riddle Me This Podcast at gmail.com. That'll also be linked in the description. Dollhouse Radio, still affiliated with them. Give that a like, and that will be very much appreciated. Also, you'll have to excuse my voice today. I have been coughing and sneezing like crazy for the past probably 3 or 4 days. So if my voice sounds a little weird, it also might be the mask too. If my voice sounds a little weird, a little muffled. But like I said, this is a new setting, and a whole new look. So let's get into this, guys. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start with the DCG Con 2018 Prize Plaques. And also, of course, pretty much all Juggalos get their news from FagoLovers.net. So I will link all these articles in the description below so that you can check them out for yourself. But I'm just going to read this here. Juggalos and Juggalettes who are Denver bound for this year's Dark Carnival Games Con, do you have what it takes to win one of dozens of prizes available? Are you a guru at Texas Hold'em, a master at Into the Echo Side, a quest legend at Morton's List? Well, this is the event where you can prove how epic you truly are. There are some extremely fresh prizes available at all of the events, but these plaques may be among the most coveted of them all. You can check them out with the description below. And from ICP's Facebook, they've got a photo of the plaques that you can win. Of course, they got one for Texas Hold'em. They've got one for Juggalos Against Sanity. Morton's List, Into the Echo Side, and Quest for Shangri-La. And it says who will be crowned world champion in Denver, Colorado, May 11th through the 13th. And it also says want honor, respect, power, prestige. All the glory will be unleashed upon the grand champions. Those who emerge victorious from the battle of all battles, family against family, juggalo against juggalo, Morton List, Into the Echo Side, Quest for Shangri-La, Juggalos against Sanity, Texas Hold'em. Who will be crowned world champion at the DCG Con 2018? We present to you, ninjas and ninjettes, this year's DCG Con World Champion Gold Plaques. It's going down May 11th to the 13th in Mile High City at the one and only DCG Con 2018. Hashtag Juggalo Legends. Also, you can hit them up at their website, dcgcon.com, for more information on that. Those plaques look pretty fucking fresh, y'all. They really do. It looks like they spared no expense. They went all out on this. And whoever comes out on top at these events is going to be rewarded with something pretty fucking cool, pretty fucking fresh. So, DCG Con, if you're in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, be sure to go and check that out and participate in all these events and see if you can come out on top as a world champion. That is pretty cool. That is amazing. I just wish that I could personally be there for a lot of these events. It seems like a lot of the times I am torn. It's like I'll know like months in advance this event is coming. And I'm like, all right, cool. I can save up money and I can be able to go when the time comes. And then the time comes and shit happens and I can't go. You got to take care of your responsibilities. We all have unexpected things that come up, and I just happen to be one of those people that unfortunately gets left behind in a lot of this shit. But it's all good. It is what it is. But yeah, if you were in the Denver, Colorado area, May 11th through the 13th, DCG Con 2018, go try your luck at some of these prizes and see if you can come out on top. Now, let's see here. The ABK Killa Features Tour. This was just announced about 24 hours ago. In just a few days, anybody Killa on the Killa Features Tour, which starts up on May 3rd and is booked through June the 9th as of this point in time. So far, here are the dates. May the 3rd in Joliet, Illinois. May 9th, Colorado Springs, Colorado. May the 10th, which is just around the corner from the DCG Con in Denver, Colorado. May the 13th, Grand Junction, Colorado. May 19th, Seattle, Washington. May 21st, Portland, Oregon. May 22nd, Spokane, Washington. May the 24th, Reno, Nevada. Gallup, New Mexico on May 26th. Mesa, Arizona, May 27th. May 31st, Fort Worth, Texas. And on June the 9th, Detroit, Michigan. And of course, they've got the flyer up for all the dates and the venues for these shows. So, here's the thing about anybody Killa. I personally, my opinion, I don't think that Psychopathic is really um, utilizing ABK to his full potential. I think they're using him as more of a tour kind of act right now, instead of focusing on new music and Shapeshifter, which has been shelved for the past 3 years now. Me personally, in my opinion, and this is no major disrespect to Psychopathic, but I think Psychopathic just needs to let ABK go on his own way, concentrate on his own music on Native World and his artist on Native World, and just let the man be free and do what he does, and finally release you know Shapeshifter, or whatever he wants to release as far as a brand new full length album. Not that the Killa features EPs are not great, they are, but we as Juggalos, we've been waiting on Shapeshifter for several years now, and it just keeps getting put on the back burner. And ABK is a prime talent, and it just seems like Psychopathic is just saying, hey, don't worry about new albums, just go tour, you know. Um, and don't get me wrong, I would love to see ABK on tour. I saw him way back in the day, 2004, on the Hell's Pit tour, which was my first ICP show from back in the day. But when you've got so many people that are constantly asking about when is Shapeshifter coming out, what's going on with the new album, and you just can't really get a straight answer about anything. ICP might tell you one thing, ABK will tell you another, and you can't really make any sense of it, and it's just really sad. So hopefully, once all this is done, with the Killa Features tour, maybe sometime after the summer or towards the end of the summer, we can finally get Shapeshifter, something that we as Juggalos and Juggalettes have all been waiting on for so long, and it'll be pretty fucking fresh. I can almost guarantee it. So go check out ABK on tour with the Killa Features tour. It doesn't really specify any supporting acts or anything like that, but those might come along as the tour progresses. I'm sure that there's going to be local acts joining him at pretty much every venue that he visits on this tour, as well as a lot of the artists that he's featured with on the Killa Features CDs. So I don't really know, but it doesn't it leaves a lot to the imagination about the full lineup and everything that's going on with this tour, as they just seem to be advertising ABK and nobody else. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But if I find out anything else, I will definitely be on here in the next episode to let you guys know. You know what? I'm going to save Ouija Macc for the big story here of Axe Murder Boys, AMB, and their new album Muerte, which is their first official full-length release as a group on M&E, Magic Ninja Entertainment, Twisted's label, since Young Wicked left the label, left Psychopathic, and joined Magic Ninja Entertainment after all that beef went down with Young Wicked and Psychopathic, and Jump Steady and Jump Steady's daughter and everything. Of course, Bones Dub, which is Young Wicked's brother, split as well. So Axe Murder Boys is no more on Psychopathic, and they are now on Magic Ninja. And they have recently announced the release date and pre-order for the upcoming album, which, of course, is called Muerte. And it is scheduled to be released on Magic Ninja Entertainment on June 15th. So that is coming up very, very soon. There is also a teaser video on AMB's Facebook to promote and hype the new album. And pre-orders start on May the 18th, of course, at twistedshop.com. And along with the teaser video, it also goes as follows. The release date and pre-order date are finally here for everyone who's been dying to know when hashtag Muerte is coming out. The AMB are back and bringing that underground hashtag Axe Murder shit once again. Sampler comes out on Cinco de Mayo. Hell yeah. Hashtag Muerte is upon us. Hashtag Axe Murder Boys. Hashtag new album. Hashtag June 15th. Hashtag pre-orders. Hashtag May the 18th. Hashtag the Garcia Brothers. And hashtag Magic Ninja Entertainment. So, and of course, AMB on Facebook. You can find them there. I am hyped for this album. Can't wait for it. I think it's going to be great. A new release on a new label, change of scenery, a change of who you're working with and who you're around. I think it might be a good move for AMB. We'll just have to wait and see. The sampler, of course, comes out Cinco de Mayo. I can't wait to hear that. And I've said it before in past videos, guys. You know, I may not like what Young Wicked has done as a person, but I can truly say, you know, on Psychopathic, Slaughter was a great album, no doubt about it. And then when all this went down before he moved on to Magic Ninja, you know, and then he put out Vengeance, and he put out Return of the Prodigal Son. I have to admit, even though I think, you know, he is definitely in the wrong for a lot of the things that he's done, and a lot of the things that he's put Violent J and his family through, as far as Jump Steady and Jump Steady's daughter. And on top of that, he's already got kids, and he was I think engaged to a woman, getting ready to be married and everything, and he's sneaking around with Samantha, Jump Steady's daughter. It was fucked up. I mean, it really is. And getting Samantha pregnant and everything, but at the end of the day, I can't deny the man's talent. Same with Bones Dub. Actually, I think Bones Dub is going to be releasing like a mixtape style release on Magic Ninja sometime soon. I can't wait to hear that. That's going to be cool. If you can put the beef aside and how you feel about someone as a person, like Young Wicked. You know, you know, there's some great music that so many people are just disregarding, over, some things that are hopefully going to be fixed sometime in the future, I would hope. Um, you know, for for the family's sake, for the sake of Young Wicked and Samantha's child. So yeah, I would hope that at some point a lot of that is put aside and everything is going to kind of smooth itself over between Young Wicked and the psychopathic camp. So, I mean, I know I just kind of went on a different tangent about this, but um, people are just they're looking more into all this beef bullshit and what's going on with Young Wicked and psychopathic, and they're just completely disregarding the music, and they're missing out on some great music. And I personally think AMB has a lot of talent and still has a lot of potential and a lot to give to the underground and to the Juggalo scene. And I think this album is going to be no different, no doubt about it. So, um, keep a lookout for that. The sampler on Cinco de Mayo and the official release date for Muerte is on June 15th via Magic Ninja Entertainment. So check out that new Axe Murder Boys album when it drops. Let's see here. Why is my computer froze? Okay, here we go. Alright, so the last bit of business on this podcast for episode 1 is Ouija Macc and his song Ghost and the video for it has been featured and praised in an editorial. And it's on Fago Lovers right here, and I will read this out to you guys. And of course, it'll be linked in the description below, so you can check it out as well. It says, Saturday, September the 16th, 2017. With thousands of juggalos standing around me in Washington, D.C., near the Lincoln Memorial, is when I first heard Ghost. Ouija's live performance during that historical day was downright astonishing. Lively and inspirational, to say the least. But when Ghost hit, the track completely caught me off guard. I appreciated the laid-back, zoned-out style and the professional performance behind the single. But I still wasn't sure what to make of the track that late afternoon in DC. Fast forward to over 7 months later, and Ghost is now stuck on repeat continuously with my headphones on full blast. The diehard juggalos seem to be divided or confused on what their true thoughts are towards Ghost, and I think that's because a large number of fans of the Hatchet were expecting a straight punch to the dome, knock your teeth out, wicked shit, serial killing, slaughter type banger, like Ouija during the Juggalo Love Cypher for the Sin City MC's debut single. Not a slowed down, smoke a blunt type of single. Yes, literally or utterly unexpected. But that's how music should be. An unexpected surprise so that it sweeps you off your feet and successfully aims to leave you breathless. And that's where Ghost shines darkly, catching listeners off guard in a good way. Sort of like a hidden, joyful, playful surprise, or a a hidden joyful surprise, being discovered by a lost soul who only follows the path of darkness. Imagine the digital single somehow wrapped in a psychical gift wrap as a surprise birthday gift for a friend. Your friend opens the weightless, non-shaped gift, and a massive burst of bright light emerges as if you were sitting right next to the sun, nearly blinding you and your friend. And that's when the single starts playing. The music is quickly followed by thick black rain clouds that begin pouring down on you and your friend. An invisible force from the single erupts, knocking you and your pal face first in the dirt, battering and bruising you, but feeling more alive than ever. Now that's one hell of a surprise, and how much of a surprise punch Ouija packed when dropping Ghost upon the hip-hop world. Is the fan theory true that Ouija is the long-lost time-traveling hippie son of Elton John, who survived in the ghetto streets thanks to the motivational energy inside the music of Nirvana and Lord Infamous? Nah, it couldn't be. But I'm sure the Nirvana Lord Infamous inspiration is, though. Fan theories can be so wild at times, but truly Ghost is a mellow, eerie, hippie goth induced hip-hop ear spectacle that is bound to leave more than a few first-time listeners grinning from ear to ear when they're bumping the track in a pitch-black room encircled by candles during the midnight hour to kill the gloom. The slow, melodic bars from Mr. Macc expresses who he is as an artist, and it fits the mellow, trapped out atmosphere flawlessly, as its production is capable of putting your brain into a dreamlike state, allowing you to free your mind from the daily stress and bullshit. This may be one of those hidden musical gems that kicks off underappreciated at first within the underground scene. But then the next thing you know, everyone is out and about, bumping it religiously for days on end. The scenes within the video bring forth a sinister goth flavor, as if it were straight out of the 1990s via Marilyn Manson or Nine Inch Nails. If that was the main goal behind the dark visuals, well, what can I say other than Rotten Cake, who was the director and brought the visuals to life for that video, captured the 90s industrial cultural element superbly. Frightfully beautiful, especially the shots of the gothalicious beauty nibbling on Ouija's ear. Yeah, she was hot. She really was. Where it then swiftly switches to bloody teeth, and the up close of Ouija leaned back in the car on the freeway. Both thoroughly mind-bending. Jason Schultz and Ouija Macc have always stuck together like mac and cheese when it comes to producing high-quality music. High-quality music videos, And the haunting visuals behind Ghost further proves this collaborative effectiveness. Final thoughts. This is questionably one of those tracks that will grow on individuals after a few listens. One listen just simply isn't enough to soak in this type of talent and be able to fully vibe off the lyrics. Ouija Macc's creative lyricalness, excuse me. I'm getting tongue tied now, guys. Lurks within the shadows of a full moon, waiting to pounce upon the next musical soul. Then, boom, the lyrical content suddenly latches onto your headphones hellishly tight. Your headphones melting onto your ears from the hot freshness oozing out of the plastic. The next thing the listener notices, Ghost, just won't leave their brain no matter what they do or try. As if someone uploaded the single directly into their cerebral cortex and embedded it within their minds to play continuously on repeat. As their thoughts drift away into the wicked shit land while gripping a Ouija board in the palms of their hands. Take another listen. Enough said. And then they link the music video at the bottom of that article. And I think I'm also going to link the music video in the description if you haven't caught it yet. You need to check that out. That was an amazing article. Just absolutely fucking incredible. Ouija is a lot different than a lot of the other artists that we've been given on Psychopathic over the years. His look is different, his sound is different, his vibe is different. And I'm sure a lot of his inspirations are different. And this single, this video was released on 420. So I personally, for me, think that was the perfect sound, the perfect timing to release such a song and such a video. Was on 420. It just had that laid back, melodic, kick back, relax, and spark a blunt kind of thing. The perfect essential, quintessential Smokers track, in my opinion. And there's a lot of people out there that are not on the Ouija bandwagon. They're saying fuck Ouija, Ouija sucks, etc. And you're all entitled to your opinions. I'm not going to take that away from you. But I can almost guarantee you, and I can say this with confidence, that sooner or later Ouija Macc will win over some of the haters. He's not going to win all of them over. Some will just never see it. But I think that he will eventually, in time, win over the haters. And I think it'll come shortly after the release of Gutter Water. And when everybody hears it, they're going to be blown away. They're going to be amazed. But that's me. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts on it. Ouija is a talented guy, even going back to the Swag Tooth days. Swag Tooth, still my shit to this day. Love Swag Tooth. I have all their albums. And yeah, his flow is different, his style is different, but that's what makes him unique. And that's that's what Psychopathic needs right now. They need something different. They, someone who can bring something different and unique to the table, and just give the label that shot of adrenaline that it needs. And I personally think Ouija can be a catalyst in bringing back those old school feelings of being a juggalo. I mean, you old school cats like me, I've been down since fucking Great Malenko. You guys know what I mean when I say that. You know, back in those days was so much fucking fun. It really was. And I'm not saying that it's not fun now, but back then it meant so much more. And everything was so laid back and carefree, and we gave a fuck about one another. We respected one another. And I think Ouija is going to be one of the ones that helps bring that vibe back to the Juggalo community. You just have to give it time. He's not going to be well received by everybody right away, especially the ones that have never heard Swagtooth. When he first got announced, excuse me, when he first got announced, there was a lot of there was a lot of people were like, "Who the fuck is Ouija Macc?" And you tell them, "Oh, well, he was one half of Swagtooth, with Choir Boy," and they're like, "Who the fuck is Swagtooth? Who is Choir Boy?" And you try to direct them on that path to listening to some Swagtooth and finding out who Ouija is. Some get it, and then you got others that don't. But like I said, give it time. Ouija is like a fine wine. He's only going to get better with age as time goes on. And I think sooner or later, at some point, he will be better received by the fans. Which and I might get some shit for this, but I am old school. Not just Juggalo wise, but music wise, and I love old school golden age hip hop, old school gangster rap and G funk, and I personally think if they had just if Psychopathic had just let Cold 187 be Cold 187, like he was with Above the Law, back in the day, Cold 187 would have been a lot more successful, and he probably may have been received a whole lot better by the Juggalo community. But now that Ouija is with the with the hatchet, they're kind of correcting that mistake that they made with Cold 187. They're letting Ouija be Ouija. They haven't changed anything about him. They haven't put some stupid fucking gimmick on him that's just not going to work and everybody's going to shit on. They're letting him be Ouija Macc. Like he wasn't Swagtooth. And that's all you need. He is going to be an MVP in Psychopathic this year. Him and Light. We need to get Psychopathic needs to get Ouija Macc and Light, doing some kind of like group, like a duo kind of thing. And if they don't, then they are sorely missing the mark, and not utilizing those two to their full potential. So, but yeah, that article was beautifully written. And of course, like I said, it's linked in the description below. And it is by Chad T. Karsten. So, on fagolovers.net. So, that is it for now. This has been episode number 1 of the Riddle Me This podcast. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and listening to me today. It's been a little over 40 minutes now, so this episode went a lot better than I thought it would, and I greatly appreciate everybody who has stopped by and listened to me today, and everybody that is subscribed once listening to this, and hit the bell for all notifications when you subscribe, so you'll be notified when I upload more content to this channel. Again, this is going to really be strictly a podcast type of channel. So it'll be things like this whenever I upload. Just a series of different stories and different things going on. Sometimes it may be Juggalo related, other times it may not be. Or it might be a little mix of Juggalo with, something else. But just have to wait and see as time goes on. So, thank you so much for watching. Check all the links in the description below to all the articles that I read today about everything, and all my social media. So, check all that out. Thank you so much. This is the Riddle Me This podcast. Peace out, and I'll catch you later.